Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of this devlog series. And as you can see, we've got some pretty major changes to the game. I have added a new town scene thanks to the community's suggestions. And that's my kid in the background. He's having a lot of fun. So we've added quests, which have been a pretty big change. And we've changed up the way the menu looks completely because the old way was a little bit confusing and the new way just it feels a lot nicer. And you can upgrade each one as usual. You can still click on this to view the items in the inventory. Right click now closes all menus. And we've added a cat. So we had a little chat in the Discord, and Nuke insisted that the cat didn't need a purpose, and naturally I needed to give it a purpose. Um, had a good little laugh about this one. Spend 2 hours making this happen instead of actual content, and then it turned into actual content. So yeah, I will eventually add a cat pet. There's going to be a follower that follows the player around after a certain point. Anyway, let's get back to the actual gameplay. If we go into this menu, you can see we can donate fish to the cat, and that will give us our regen stat based on logarithm. It's log 10 and then divide that by 10, and that gives you the amount of regen. And that's on a per fish basis. So, as you can see, these fish are undiscovered. Got the Muddy Muck Muncher and the Flippy Floppy so far that I have managed to get to in this run. And I've added the credits scene. I will be changing this up to have these entries look a bit cleaner. And I also reworked the Ava buff menu, which you can now mix. We have disciples. They will be earned from quests, and I've added a console so you can test properly. If we turn this quest in, as you can see, finishes, and now we have the first disciple. That collect button shouldn't be enabled. I'll fix that bug. Nice little bug found. Yeah, and then over 300 seconds, it will generate 5 radishes. The offline progress happens at the same rate as online. So while you've got the game closed, these will generate. And yeah, that's most of the things that have changed in the town. If we start a run, you can see that the hero health bar is now below, which means it won't go off the top of the screen. He's got distance traveled, and this is still the same. I would like to rework this at some point, but for now it works fine. The resource shown at the bottom right now has a new change where it shows a maximum of 7 or 12, I think. I can't remember how many. It's configurable and will be configurable in game later if I remember to add it. But it sorts the most recently earned resource to the front of the list so that it's a bit easier to tell what you've earned recently. And we now have this feature where if you return to town, you gain 50% additional resources, as opposed to if you die and have to start over. Yeah, that's the main change is. Oh, and I added some new graph views. So now we can see if we died or retreated. We can sort by resources gathered. So as you can see, I've highlighted the retreat status. If you retreat, you get the 50% bonus resources. And then you've got your total kills here as well. And if you die, which I can't exactly show without waiting a whole bunch of time, the new screen shows up, which I'll show you in a second. And actually, it's going to take too long. But it shows in combat, and you can't retreat if you're in combat, which makes sense to me, at least. The screen that is going to show the death. Let me just get that up for you. We have the death UI, and it shows a progress bar. It's over 20 seconds. If you don't click anything, it will automatically restart, but otherwise you can return to town. When you return to town, you get bonus resources. That doesn't actually show you anything, but Maybe I should make it show something. Anyway, that's pretty much everything. Datacado's still down here. And we have some pets, which the community has made. A couple of ducks and a snake. Anyway, I will catch you again in the next video. Ta-ta.